First, thank you everybody for being here. This is fantastic. This is awesome. I'm impressed and very thankful for you being here, and Taylor for organizing it for us. And I assume most of you were here last night. What a great venue. I mean, it looked like snowing in the hump, and then for us to win, and it was awesome. It was probably the loudest basketball game I've ever been to. The hump was so rocking, and that's because we have some great Bulldog fans and great marketing department here at Mississippi State, and then also your 24-0 women's basketball team. So very, very fun venue, so I appreciate you having the quick turnaround and being here this morning. Softball News Park is kicking off here on Friday, and we are fired up. We've got a great mix of old and new, a great mix of seniority, and then we've got some freshman punches in there as well. So really looking forward to seeing these guys kind of take over. We've kind of been led by Silkwood and Caroline Seitz and Amanda Ivy for quite some time, and these juniors that are now seniors are now kind of in the spotlight. So really excited about getting to see them shine a little bit more this year, and a little bit more attention on them, and really proud of the work that they've put in with their leadership skills and leading this. We had 9 freshmen and a 10th new person with a transfer. So these seniors and juniors this year have really done a great job at getting those kids in our culture and leading those kids the way that Bulldog softball is to be played, and is in our culture the right way. And they've done a great job at being an extension of the coaching staff. So I'm really proud of their leadership skills, and I'm really proud to be able to see them get out there and get the spotlight.
Right, so if you have questions, please raise your hand and we'll get a mic to you.
Coach Stewman, how good can this team be this season?
Well, we're going to be heavily relying on 2 senior pitchers, Holly Ward and Cassidy Knudsen. We're replacing Silkwood. She had, I think, 153 innings pitched, so we've got to eat those up. So I guess the question really is for Holly, how good we're going to be. It's going to be how good she decides we're going to be. Morgan's going to have to come in here and take up. Caroline Seitz had 40 RBIs, and Olivia Golden had 10 or 12. So we've got to eat up some of their RBIs. But what I've told the kids is that we don't have to have just one Caroline Seitz. If everybody in the lineup increases 2 or 3 RBIs, we cover her through a spread. We don't have to have just the one 3-hole or 4-hole. We can all pitch in just a little bit and eat up those RBIs there where we were getting from Caroline. And then in the circle, we have the 2 seniors that I mentioned, and then we have 3 newcomers. Basically, we have a redshirt sophomore, a sophomore transfer, and a true freshman. So it's going to be like normal softball or van-style softball. Bulldog softball will be being pitched by committee. And I think that our team is as good as anybody out there. And our league is incredible. We sent all 13 teams to the NCAA playoffs last year. I don't see a drop this year. I see everybody returning. And on any given day, we can win against any given opponent.
Pretty much answered my question about the pitching, but I'll direct my question to Holly about just your take on the pitching and just splitting it up maybe more, and maybe you get a little more responsibility in the circle.
Yes, we're really excited. Like Van said, we really focus on a staff, and it's just like previous years. We're just going to continue to roll with the punches, and we all play a major role, so we're just really excited for that.
Kind of playing off of that, Holly. Now that you're a senior, you've pitched in the SEC for a while now. 2 questions basically. What have you learned about yourself? And secondly, 3 freshman pitchers, or 3 new pitchers that Van mentioned a moment ago. What do you tell them to get them ready for Friday? What kind of advice have you imparted on some pitchers getting ready to pitch for the first time on this level?
Yeah, we just all are excited and we're ready, and the advice that I give them, I guess, would just be that to know that you can, and that's something that I've learned from pitching in the SEC and being a senior, is that if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So just go out there and know you can and dominate the best you can.
Questions?
I didn't know where the microphone went. Man, I know, obviously, losing some seniors from last year's team, but a lot of talented freshmen and sophomores, a lot of good players you signed the last couple of years, and you've shown before you're definitely not scared to play young people when they're ready. How do you sort of go about that process of getting them ready for that?
Well, we've relied a lot on these juniors and seniors. These group of juniors and seniors has had an interesting journey in that they've played behind a lot of people in their time here. The junior class actually came in very scared. So as juniors, they have really grown. I mean, they have impressed me almost every day. They do something that I'm like, wow, y'all have grown up. So I have really relied on this junior and senior class to say to these freshmen who are not as scared and who are very talented, hey, seize the moment, seize the opportunity, be ready to go. Don't wait like we did. And you can say it all you want to, and I can say it all I want to, but when it comes from Kat Moore and Sarai Nu and these two, and they say, look, we've been there and we want to go back. So you can, just like you said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And so you might as well think you can. It can't hurt and it might help. And you know, the thing about softball in the last 5 years, it has just blown up on TV, right? I mean, the SEC Network, ESPN, it's awesome. I mean, it's such a great venue. So now the kids that are coming in, that junior class was the first time I ever saw it. The kids were talking about, ooh, I watched so-and-so on TV, you know, and I was like, wow, like, this is real. Like, this is making a huge impact. And so that's something new for me that we were trying to battle. Like, you're just as good as Sally Susie at X University. And I think those juniors, and it was a little bit of transition with the seniors, but mostly I saw it in that junior class. Those kids had to make that transition in the belief that they belonged with the kids they saw on TV. And I think those life experiences, they're doing a great job sharing with this freshman class. And the freshman class, what softball is doing on TV is amazing. They have all played on TV. They've put the summer leagues on TV. All-American games are on TV in the summers. I mean, you're able to recruit on the computer now. Like, it's great. Like, you know, it's not as hot in my house, right? So, you know, these kids, there was like a little blink right there where this group sort of missed the summer ball TV frenzy. Then they get to college and it becomes that, but now they're getting the TV frenzy in summer ball. So they're coming in a little bit more prepared for it. And our juniors and seniors, like I said, they've just been really good leaders and really helping those young kids acclimate. And I think you're going to be surprised. We've got some really good freshmen, really good freshmen.